past 5 years, a substantial amount of people who've chosen Thermador for their kitchen remodel have included a steam oven. The steam oven in many ways is for our generation what the microwave was to the previous generation. When microwaves became popular some 30-odd years ago, people really didn't have a clue how to use them, and now that's where we're at with the steam oven. Of course, the benefits of cooking with steam overall, well, they're really fantastic. So I'm going to show you a few things that we like to do with our Thermador steam oven. Now, you know from reading your Thermador user guide that Thermador does recommend that you keep your oven free of standing water. But if you're planning to use the oven for lunch or for dinner later on that day, just leave the water in the tank. But remember, you must do your housekeeping after your final use of the oven. So let's begin with breakfast. Some of the things we like to do here at Pastrami is we make our own healthy muffins. Once these are kept in the freezer, we can just pop them out and quickly refresh them for a great breakfast. Another great option is a frittata. Frittatas do take a long time to cook, so very often we'll make them the day before and just refresh them or reheat them. We sometimes make larger frittatas, or we can even make them in smaller ramekins like these ones, so that they're easy to just take out one or two at a time and reheat them. One type of food that we really enjoy cooking in our Thermador steam oven is any type of braise. We love hot pastrami sandwiches here in the showroom, so we very often will cook up a corned beef or some pastrami, just low and slow in the steam oven, and then when you're ready to make your hot sandwiches, well, you'll simply slice the cooled pastrami, assemble your sandwiches, and you can either eat them just, with a lovely coleslaw filling, or if you want a nice hot sandwich with melted cheese, well, that Thermador griddle does a great job of toasting the outside of the bread. So you have that delicious tender pastrami that you've cooked in the steam oven and refreshed in the steam oven. Believe me, you do not have to go to the deli for this. You can make these great sandwiches right in your own home. And of course, you can then take that meat and steam some carrots or some potatoes or cabbage and make yourself a really good meal if you're not in the mood for sandwiches. When it comes to dinner, turkey is such a fabulous, flavorful but lean meat, and it cooks up beautifully in the steam oven. We like to cook it in the combination convection steam mode at about 320 degrees. It will take you approximately 1 hour, but the meat will be so flavorful and so tender. You can easily roast some vegetables at the same time, like some butternut squash and Brussels sprouts for a nice hot dinner. Or you can keep your turkey and slice it and serve with a lovely green salad. We've included some grapes and celery and a little blue cheese in our salad. Turkey is one of those meats that is easy to cook. It's a no-fuss meat, and look at the yield you get out of it. Hot meals, salads, sandwiches. It's another really great, easy meal to prepare in your Thermador steam oven. We know that including fish in our diet is an important part of good nutrition. Well, if you are a little bit timid about cooking fish, I'm going to encourage you to cook it in the steam oven. There's a couple of things you can do. We're using halibut steaks today. The halibut can be just drizzled with some olive oil and seasoning and roasted in the steam oven. Or another thing we like to do is we like to sear the halibut and get a nice crust on it. And then we use the slow cooking mode. Now in this mode, the temperature is really low. It defaults to 175 degrees. You will have a piece of fish that you'll be amazed. There are some really simple, flavorful ideas to help you really get the most out of your Thermador steam oven. Now remember, when you have cooked your final meal of the day in the Thermador steam oven, you have a tiny little bit of housekeeping. You'll empty the water tank, take the yellow sponge, put it in the evaporator dish, and wipe the door down. And then your oven is all ready for you to use for your great, flavorful breakfast the next morning.